Welcome to the University of Tampa. My name is Tucker Whitman and I'm a junior marketing major here at UT. Today we're going to look at some of the highlights of our beautiful Riverside campus here in downtown Tampa. We'll start at Plant Hall. This historic building was opened in 1891 as the Tampa Bay Hotel and now serves as the main academic building here at UT, with 4 floors of classrooms as well as faculty and administrative offices. Next up, the Vaughn Center, the hub of campus life and activities. This multi-purpose building includes the campus bookstore, our primary cafeteria plus an additional food court, a theater, as well as offices and meeting rooms for student organizations. The Vaughn Center is also one of UT's residence halls, providing 5 floors of student rooms. Morsani Hall is another residence hall here at UT. In addition to housing approximately 450 students, this building offers another selection of eateries as well as a small grocery store. Now let's check out the Sykes College of Business. This academic building houses classrooms and faculty offices for UT's undergrad and graduate business students. This building also has a real-time stock trading room. Right next door is the Sykes Chapel for Faith and Values. This gorgeous interfaith chapel features a large main hall complete with a massive pipe organ, as well as meditation rooms and meeting rooms. Student health care is a major priority for us here at UT. The Dickey Health and Wellness Center is accessible to all students and provides high-quality services including basic medical care, counseling, and wellness programs. On the east side of campus, you'll find the McDonald-Kelsey Library. Here, students can learn from a large collection of books, periodicals, and digital databases. They can also take advantage of our numerous study rooms and computers. The Academic Success Center is another great resource for students. This is your one-stop shop for academic advising, coaching, and tutoring services. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just want to shoot some hoops, the athletic facilities here at UT are hard to beat. The Bob Martinez Athletic Center includes a large gymnasium, a weight room, and training facilities. In addition, the campus features an aquatic center open year-round, 6 tennis courts, baseball and softball fields, a 1,500-seat stadium, as well as a lacrosse field and intramural complex. Need a break from studying? Head to Falk Theater and catch a play. This 1,000-seat historic theater serves as a home for all major performances made by UT's Department of Speech, Theater and Dance, as well as special guests. This is one of UT's newest facilities, the Innovation and Collaboration Building. Here you will find UT's very own Starbucks. In addition, classrooms, cybersecurity labs, study lounges, and the Loth Entrepreneurship Center, designed for student entrepreneurs to launch their startups. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video tour of UT, we'd love to give you one in person. For more information or to schedule a campus visit, go to ut.edu.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
About a vibrant community of learning, providing new knowledge, reimagining teaching and learning, designing and reinventing the spaces where we learn, live, and work, attracting and inspiring the best students and faculty, engaging locally and globally. These are essential to creating tomorrow for UT and our world. A campaign causes us to state what we stand for. It propels us to envision the future and work diligently in new and exciting ways. It inspires supporters to believe in the long-term value of campaign priorities. It impacts the world we inhabit today while we're creating tomorrow.
We are deeply grateful that so many of you stand with us. Together, we are developing UT as a model metropolitan community of learning.
We are pleased you enjoy the satisfaction of investing in the lives of students. Your heartfelt commitment makes for an electrifying connection among all of us.
Creating Tomorrow has been a campaign committed to advancing UT's mission and vision for the future. Our focus, the people, places, and purpose of the university, has transformed the UT educational experience and created a legacy of excellence.
We are where we are today, one of the most exciting times in UT history, because you accepted our challenge. You have helped us transform UT from a local treasure with potential to a prominent national figure on the educational scene.
On behalf of our campaign leadership team, we thank you for making so much possible. Because you care, because you believe, UT's future possibilities are unlimited.
At the heart of our university are its people, our students, faculty, and staff who come from around the world and from different backgrounds to share a singular experience. Our primary concern is making UT accessible to deserving students, and then ensuring their academic progress, personal development, and career readiness. Your support ensures that a UT education remains within reach to exceptional students from across a wide economic spectrum. Currently, 92% of UT's almost 9,000 students receive financial assistance. The Creating Tomorrow campaign is committed to increase student financial aid and academic program development. UT's strong experiential learning program is nationally recognized for the variety and number of experiences that shape our students' lives.
My UT scholarships are important because they allow me to focus on my studies and my future without the burden of financial struggles. I am currently a senior and have plans to attend law school next fall. This dream is possible because of the scholarships I've been awarded. Receiving financial aid has given me the time to compete on the cross-country team, become involved in student government, and to volunteer in the community. Each year, my scholarships have motivated me to achieve more academically. Thank you for believing in me.
Creating Tomorrow supports an innovative campus that reflects our defining value of educational excellence. We have always considered our campus setting as a resource. The construction of modern buildings and facilities during the campaign has transformed the UT landscape and enhanced the student experience. Projects supported by this campaign inspire a strong sense of community for everyone who lives, learns, and works at UT. It is the exceptional education which takes place beyond the impressive facades of our buildings that helps us attract and retain talented faculty and students. Students have access to the best faculty, facilities, tools, and resources to nurture their passions. Cutting-edge technology and equipment provide students with new ways of learning and engaging others. UT's excellent residential learning environment provides a variety of rich co-curricular learning experiences. Our emphasis is on developing the whole person.
We say we are changing lives to create tomorrow, and we mean it. Every day we stretch to do better, to do more, and to use UT's entrepreneurial spirit to accomplish the most we can. A UT education is an intense immersion experience. It creates a strong foundation for a productive life filled with opportunities and preparation for leadership and service. Skills and critical thinking abilities are honed through a challenging academic program and a rich set of co-curricular learning activities. International opportunities play a vital role in preparing UT students to compete in our increasingly global marketplace. The campaign utilizes unrestricted funds to enhance the whole university. These resources allow UT to adapt to changing circumstances and take advantage of emerging opportunities. By expanding programs that enrich the student experience, we strive to develop the whole person and prepare students for success after graduation.
We strive to maintain a remarkable level of support we see from alumni, parents, employees, and friends of the university. Thanks for your confidence in us. We will continue to be conscientious stewards of our resources. We recognize our responsibility to ensure that students leave their UT experience with knowledge and problem-solving abilities to develop a better world.
The Creating Tomorrow campaign has electrified a new sense of pride and enthusiasm about what is possible for UT when we all work together. Your passion and dedication are elevating this university ever higher. We are indeed fortunate to count you as our friends. Thank you for your support.
In the late 1920s, the prospect of a Hillsborough High student enrolling in college was bleak. The nation was in the throes of the Great Depression. Businesses were failing, and many of Tampa's beautiful waterfront homes were left abandoned. The principal at Hillsborough High, Frederick Spalding, didn't see these barriers. He only saw bright young students who were in need of a place to continue their learning. In 1931, collegiate-level courses were offered at Hillsborough High. This would later become the University of Tampa. On August 2, 1933, Spalding arrived at the doors of Plant Hall with a 100-year lease from the city and a firm resolve, and with the turn of a key, opened the door to the University of Tampa. In its fledgling years, UT was fortunate if it could collect half of the tuition due from its students. It was only through the dedication of its professors, who worked without pay, that the university survived the Great Depression. Over the next several decades, UT grew slightly, enrolling up to 1,800 at times, starting several sports teams, and even began accepting students from other areas of the country. But in the early 90s, the growth seemed to stand still, even stop. UT needed new life, some passion. UT needed strong leadership.
In 1995, Dr. Vaughn became president and UT began to transform. 1,000 UT students has become 7,200, and we are now entering our 17th consecutive year of record enrollment. All the while, UT's academic profile continues to increase. There has been $350 million in new construction since 2000. We have added 7 new residence halls, academic buildings and labs, as well as athletic facilities. Plant Hall even got new carpet and new windows. UT now has more than 3,000 events annually and 200 clubs and student organizations. We have won 13 NCAA Division II championships, and since 2000, Spartan teams have won 35 Sunshine State Conference titles. As a member of the University of Tampa Spartan family, you are a guiding force behind UT's remarkable success. We are alums, students, parents, and friends, and together we are changing lives. We are individuals, yet the greater whole is only complete when we work together. You have helped make UT a vibrant community with growing resources and a superior reputation. Just like in the beginning when professors worked without pay, the spirit of giving at UT remains strong. Last year, nearly $14 million was donated to the university by thousands of generous supporters. When we strengthen education, we strengthen our job force and our nation as a whole. Donations support academics, campus life, and a student's ability to afford an education. Your participation is what matters most and shows that our Spartan family believes in the future of UT. Whatever level of support, your gift is important to us and enables UT to provide the challenging, high-quality education that has defined our university. Thank you for helping UT achieve such great success.
in the
This is the University of Tampa. UT students travel from across the nation and around the globe to join a dynamic learning community. There are 150 academic programs, continuing studies for non-traditional students, and a highly ranked graduate school. Academic opportunities are extensive and rigorous, but this mid-sized residential campus retains a welcoming feel. With a student-faculty ratio of 16:1, students benefit from direct interaction with expert faculty, a faculty that is passionate about teaching and mentoring. Outside the classroom, UT enjoys a unique environment. Plant Hall, a National Historic Landmark, is surrounded by modern and historic buildings on 105 acres. UT's beautiful downtown riverfront setting offers a gateway to the heart of a vibrant city. Students are within walking distance of jobs and internships, and the recreational opportunities are endless, both off campus and on campus. Students live in upscale residence halls and enjoy diverse activities, including performing arts, guest lectures, nearly 200 clubs and organizations, and a nationally ranked NCAA Division II athletics program. The UT experience begins with an innovative first-year program and continues with opportunities to challenge yourself in the honors program, to study abroad, to conduct research with faculty, to do an internship, to volunteer in the community, or to participate in multiple leadership programs. Explore your dreams, discover your talents, get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa. This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents, get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Welcome to the University of Tampa. My name is Tucker Whitman, and I'm a junior marketing major here at UT. Today we're going to look at some of the highlights of our beautiful Riverside campus here in downtown Tampa. We'll start at Plant Hall. This historic building was opened in 1891 as the Tampa Bay Hotel, and now serves as the main academic building here at UT, with 4 floors of classrooms as well as faculty and administrative offices. Next up, the Vaughn Center, the hub of campus life and activities. This multi-purpose building includes the campus bookstore, our primary cafeteria plus an additional food court, a theater, as well as offices and meeting rooms for student organizations. The Vaughn Center is also one of UT's residence halls, providing 5 floors of student rooms. Morsani Hall is another residence hall here at UT. In addition to housing approximately 450 students, this building offers another selection of eateries as well as a small grocery store. Now let's check out the Sykes College of Business. This academic building houses classrooms and faculty offices for UT's undergrad and graduate business students. This building also has a real-time stock trading room. Right next door is the Sykes Chapel for Faith and Values. This gorgeous interfaith chapel features a large main hall complete with a massive pipe organ, as well as meditation rooms and meeting rooms. Student health care is a major priority for us here at UT. The Dickey Health and Wellness Center is accessible to all students and provides high-quality services including basic medical care, counseling, and wellness programs. On the east side of campus, you'll find the McDonald-Kelsey Library. Here, students can learn from a large collection of books, periodicals, and digital databases. They can also take advantage of our numerous study rooms and computers. The Academic Success Center is another great resource for students. This is your one-stop shop for academic advising, coaching, and tutoring services. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just want to shoot some hoops, the athletic facilities here at UT are hard to beat. The Bob Martinez Athletic Center includes a large gymnasium, a weight room, and training facilities. In addition, the campus features an aquatic center open year-round, 6 tennis courts, baseball and softball fields, a 1,500-seat stadium, as well as a lacrosse field and intramural complex. Need a break from studying? Head to Falk Theater and catch a play. This 1,000-seat historic theater serves as a home for all major performances made by UT's Department of Speech, Theater and Dance, as well as special guests. This is one of UT's newest facilities, the Innovation and Collaboration Building. Here you will find UT's very own Starbucks. In addition, classrooms, cybersecurity labs, study lounges, and the Loth Entrepreneurship Center, designed for student entrepreneurs to launch their startups. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video tour of UT, we'd love to give you one in person. For more information or to schedule a campus visit, go to ut.edu.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
There is something electrifying about a vibrant community of learning. Providing new knowledge, reimagining teaching and learning, designing and reinventing the spaces where we learn, live, and work. attracting and inspiring the best students and faculty, engaging locally and globally. These are essential to creating tomorrow for UT and our world. A campaign causes us to state what we stand for. It propels us to envision the future and work diligently in new and exciting ways. It inspires supporters to believe in the long-term value of campaign priorities. It impacts the world we inhabit today while we're creating tomorrow.
We are deeply grateful that so many of you stand with us. Together, we are developing UT as a model metropolitan community of learning.
We are pleased you enjoy the satisfaction of investing in the lives of students. Your heartfelt commitment makes for an electrifying connection among all of us.
Creating Tomorrow has been a campaign committed to advancing UT's mission and vision for the future. Our focus, the people, places, and purpose of the university, has transformed the UT educational experience and created a legacy of excellence.
We are where we are today, one of the most exciting times in UT history, because you accepted our challenge. You have helped us transform UT from a local treasure with potential to a prominent national figure on the educational scene.
On behalf of our campaign leadership team, we thank you for making so much possible. Because you care, because you believe, UT's future possibilities are unlimited.
At the heart of our university are its people, our students, faculty, and staff who come from around the world and from different backgrounds to share a singular experience. Our primary concern is making UT accessible to deserving students, and then ensuring their academic progress, personal development, and career readiness. Your support ensures that a UT education remains within reach to exceptional students from across a wide economic spectrum. Currently, 92% of UT's almost 9,000 students receive financial assistance. The Creating Tomorrow campaign is committed to increase student financial aid and academic program development. UT's strong experiential learning program is nationally recognized for the variety and number of experiences that shape our students' lives.
My UT scholarships are important because they allow me to focus on my studies and my future without the burden of financial struggles. I am currently a senior and have plans to attend law school next fall. This dream is possible because of the scholarships I've been awarded. Receiving financial aid has given me the time to compete on the cross-country team, become involved in student government, and to volunteer in the community. Each year, my scholarships have motivated me to achieve more academically. Thank you for believing in me.
Creating Tomorrow supports an innovative campus that reflects our defining value of educational excellence. We have always considered our campus setting as a resource. The construction of modern buildings and facilities during the campaign has transformed the UT landscape and enhanced the student experience. Projects supported by this campaign inspire a strong sense of community for everyone who lives, learns, and works at UT. It is the exceptional education which takes place beyond the impressive facades of our buildings that helps us attract and retain talented faculty and students. Students have access to the best faculty, facilities, tools, and resources to nurture their passions. Cutting-edge technology and equipment provide students with new ways of learning and engaging others. UT's excellent residential learning environment provides a variety of rich co-curricular learning experiences. Our emphasis is on developing the whole person.
We say we are changing lives to create tomorrow, and we mean it. Every day we stretch to do better, to do more, and to use UT's entrepreneurial spirit to accomplish the most we can. A UT education is an intense immersion experience. It creates a strong foundation for a productive life filled with opportunities and preparation for leadership and service. Skills and critical thinking abilities are honed through a challenging
One second. Hello, how's it going, everybody? For my final time calling a University of Tampa sporting event, it's Tate Taylor, Tuck Gephardt. We're in for an absolute treat here, doubleheader baseball and beautiful Tampa, Florida, one of the prettiest views in Division II baseball between the University of Tampa Spartans and the Florida Southern Mocs. Coming up here shortly, stay tuned. It's been a pleasure always. This will be a fun last final 2 games here at home for the Spartans and for myself. Be with you shortly.
In the late 1920s, the prospect of a Hillsborough High student enrolling in college was bleak. The nation was in the throes of the Great Depression. Businesses were failing, and many of Tampa's beautiful waterfront homes were left abandoned. The principal at Hillsborough High, Frederick Spalding, didn't see these barriers. He only saw bright young students who were in need of a place to continue their learning. In 1931, collegiate-level courses were offered at Hillsborough High. This would later become the University of Tampa. On August 2, 1933, Spalding arrived at the doors of Plant Hall with a 100-year lease from the city and a firm resolve, and with the turn of a key, opened the door to the University of Tampa. In its fledgling years, UT was fortunate if it could collect half of the tuition due from its students. It was only through the dedication of its professors, who worked without pay, that the university survived the Great Depression. Over the next several decades, UT grew slightly, enrolling up to 1,800 at times, starting several sports teams, and even began accepting students from other areas of the country. But in the early 90s, the growth seemed to stand still, even stop. UT needed new life, some passion. UT needed strong leadership.
In 1995, Dr. Vaughn became president, and UT began to transform. 1,000 UT students has become 7,200, and we are now entering our 17th consecutive year of record enrollment. All the while, UT's academic profile continues to increase. There has been $350 million in new construction since 2000. We have added 7 new residence halls, academic buildings and labs.
So yeah, turn it up for the anthem.
Yep, we're up.
And welcome everybody to University of Tampa and Sunshine State Conference Baseball, the final home games of the regular season for Tampa. This afternoon, a doubleheader against Florida Southern. First game coming up in minutes, second game, they say 4 o'clock. It'll probably be 4:30 or 5 o'clock before it happens. Interesting game yesterday. Florida Southern shut out Tampa 5-0 yesterday as Madej pitching 8 complete innings of shutout baseball and then turn it over to get a save, but Tampa comes into the game now 32-7. They're only 3-4 in their last 7 games. 16-3, still in first place in the Sunshine State Conference. 25-16 is Florida Southern's record right now. 16-6 in the conference. They are just 3 games behind, but they also have 3 more games played than Tampa. After this doubleheader, Tampa will finish the season 3 consecutive series on the road. 9 games on the road before NCAA tournament comes in. Hi, everybody. Jack Ike along with Tate Gebhard as we get ready for doubleheader baseball today. Spartans will send Michael Paul to the mound, and his battery mate will be Drew Earhart. Spartans have made a couple lineup changes, trying to get a little more oomph in the bat, as they were held to just 2 hits yesterday. Number of times they had a couple runners on, mostly on first and second, one time on second and third, one time with no outs, but couldn't get anybody across, did not get any timely hitting when they needed it. It was a 5-run 6th inning, I should say, that propelled Florida Southern to victory. Otherwise, Hayden Erb pitched a masterful game until that point, had 11 strikeouts before leaving at the end of 6, trailing 5-0 as all 5 runs, as I said, came in the 6th inning. And it kind of started with an error by the Spartans and kind of snowballed on them after that. So we get ready for this game. The top 2 teams in the conference going at it. And it should be interesting baseball. Tate, you were talking yesterday about how will this team respond to pretty much getting smacked around yesterday. Couldn't score and couldn't keep Florida Southern off the board once things fell apart.
Like we said, there's a documentary currently being made at the ballpark talking about rivalries here. This is one of the biggest rivalries in Division II sports, definitely Division II baseball, and they did not take kindly to losing 5-0 here at home on a big night for the Spartans. I would not be shocked if you saw a lopsided number here in Game 1 of today's doubleheader.
Starting lineup for Florida Southern, as they will have Chevalier leading off. He is the center fielder. Second batter is Nick Wells. He is the left fielder. Right fielder batting third is Hunter. Batting cleanup, the first baseman, LaCory. Batting fifth, the second baseman, Barry. Batting sixth, the third baseman, DeSantolo. Batting seventh, the DH, Kennedy. Batting eighth, the shortstop, McGuire. Batting ninth is the catcher, Cortez. McAfee will be on the mound. Michael Paul is set to go. Chevalier at the plate. First pitch coming up from Paul. And it's ripped out into left field, and in stride, Jordan Lala makes the catch for Tampa. 1 pitch, 1 quick out. Michael Paul coming into this game. This is his 12th start of the year. Has a 6-2 record, 62 2/3 innings pitched, 50 hits, 27 runs, 24 of them earned. Struck out 66, walked just 18, and has a 3.45 ERA. And it'll be 2 pitches. Cumbo drifting over to his right near the foul line, catches it. 2 pitches, 2 out. Which then brings me up to the point that you didn't see him catch this, and we're obligated by law to tell you this. Our camera does not move left or right. Unfortunately, it's a stationary shot. It's a WYSIWYG, folks. What you see is what you get. So when it does go down the lines, we will fill you in with amazing play-by-play and commentary.
WYSIWYG. I could win a game of Scrabble with that, I'm pretty
sure.
Did you? Yeah.
It is a word. It's an acronym.
Sure.
We were hoping for 3 pitches, 3 outs. That would be, to me, that's better than an immaculate inning.
That's one of the most impressive things in baseball. I've never seen it. I always bring up, I've been a part of a 2-pitch strikeout, but that's just a lack of error on both everyone else in the ballpark and the umpire's fault, so good pitch.
I would call that like a diamond inning, I think, if you could get 3 outs on 3 pitches.
Sure.
And that's much better than immaculate inning because you do that for 9, you've only pitched 27 pitches.
Theoretically, I think you can get like a 1-pitch inning, but you have to have like some externality reason for the umpire to call the batter out and maybe didn't walk the plate
A balk or something gets him to first, you pick him off.
I'm just trying to think like the literal smallest amount of pitches.
Well, you could do 0 if you balked him to first or something, and then just picked every guy off.
Fair. True. That's fair.
I don't know if that's a smart strategy.
I wouldn't go with it as planned, but yeah. And last night, I just want to mention yesterday, if you saw the box score, you probably thought Florida Southern ran away with it. Really good pitching from Herb all the way through. Just one top of, I believe, the 6th, and then just threw it off, and that was the only time Florida Southern scored. It was actually a really close game up to that point. And no one scored after that either, so it's really just that 1 half inning. You eliminate that, we may have extra innings. Who knows?
I talked to Lance Necro. He said once that error was committed in the 5th, he said we took advantage of it. And we've said it all along, Tampa will make you pay for errors or miscues. Florida Southern did it right back at Tampa. 3-2, foul back. This is Hunter at the plate.
Yeah, once you get to the college level, of course, when you get to the major league level, if you make any form of errors, they make you pay. So it's just whoever takes advantage of the errors usually wins the game here.
Hunter, 359, leading hitter on the team. Passed up Chevalier yesterday. Swing and a miss, though. Both Chevalier and Hunter go down. So a quick 1-2-3 for Tampa. Michael Paul getting the K for the last out. We played half an inning. Tampa coming to bat. No score right here on TampaSpartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Bottom of the first we go. Jordan Lala to lead off. The Spartans will have Lala, number 8, followed by Drew Earhart, number 2, batting second. Third is number 19, E.J. Cumbo. The cleanup hitter is number 26, Dan Sullivan. Batting fifth, 0, Jamarcus Lyons. Batting sixth, number 10 is Giovanni Lorenzo. Batting seventh, number 29, Luke Glancy. Batting eighth is number 9, Anthony Nunez. And batting ninth is number 6, Jose Cadenas. And the first pitch from McAfee is a strike.
Lala had a double yesterday. I remember his first pitch and his second at bat, but one of the only Spartans.
Take that back. I said it's McAtee, not McAfee. Okay. Eric McAtee, 6-1 coming into this game. This is his 12th start. 60 innings pitched. Tops on the staff. 72 hits, 33 runs, 26 earned, walked 23, struck out 53. Does lead the team, though, in giving up home runs. He's given up 7 on the season. Two balls, one strike. Lala batting .352 on the year. Everybody's average took a little hit yesterday with only 2 hits. Swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So as much as Madej pitched well yesterday, 8 innings, McAtee, pretty impressive numbers as well. Fouled off. The Spartans, though, can bring up a 1-2 punch as well with Herb yesterday. It was his first loss of the year. Now 8-1. Michael Paul, solid as well. Nick Long, 6-1 on the year.
Well, like Miley Cyrus says, nobody's perfect. You just got to work it. So you have to work till you get it right. And they, you know what? They will do that eventually. Herb actually pitched fantastic. So
wow. Whoa. And boy, that is a repeat of last night where the Spartans hit the ball hard a number of times and the fielders barely had to move.
It's just, that's got to be extremely frustrating. If you're not hitting, it's frustrating. But when you're hitting it and it's just right where they are, it's eventually that's going to drop. But
you know, you quoted Miley Cyrus there. I have a quote from my daughter. When it comes to school and piano mostly,
right.
I said they tell her, don't practice till you get it right. Practice till you don't get it wrong.
Dang, that's a good one.
She's like, what? And I said, we get it right once.
Yeah.
There we go. Drew Leonard, base hit.
How do I Drew? I feel like everyone's been waiting for something.
You could hear the fans responding to that one. They like that. Like we said yesterday, only 2 hits, but they hit the ball hard.
Yeah.
You know, Herb had 11 strikeouts as Florida Southern wasn't hitting him till the 6th. The Spartans only struck out, I think, 3 or 4 times.
Really shows how weird baseball can be.
E.J. Cumbo to the plate. The lefty sees a call strike. 83 degrees as we start this game. It seems windy. They say it is. It's out of the east at 12, which means it'll be blowing in off the left field wall, knocking anything down that gets hit to left. Earhart back. Dan Sullivan and Cumbo, a couple of the big home run hitters for Tampa, are both lefties. Sullivan with 10, Cumbo with 7 on the year. LaCory and Hunter tops for Florida Southern. LaCory with 13, Hunter with 10. Ground ball.
No.
They get one, and boy, the 6-3 double play ends the inning quickly for the Spartans. So no runs. They did get a hit. Nobody left. We played one full. No score right here on TampaSpartans.tv.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
pledge.
I pledge.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always...
Jeff LaCorey will lead off the top of the second for Florida Southern. Cleanup hitter. .321 batting average on the season. One of three regulars. Pops it up out of play. Now, I don't know if this is anything having to do with strategy, but three of the first four hitters have jumped on the first pitch from Michael Paul. Jamarcus Lyons playing on the grass at third. Actually, that's not Lyons. It is Lorenzo. Just missed the corner. Umpires for today's game. Behind the plate is John Bennett. At first base, Gary Glover. (1-1). Just low. Notice is three players. Spartans have three players on the second base side or the first base side of the infield. Only Lorenzo is on the third base side, and he's the third baseman who's moved over to deep short. So they're really, with two strikes, they know LaCorey will be swinging away, won't bunt, but can he swing late? Oh, he gets a hold of that.
That's
foul.
That might be on the soccer field.
As I said, he leads the team with 13 homers.
Did I just say soccer field, folks? Soccer field. Do you know what's going on over in the soccer field today, or no? Nothing? Let me see.
2-2. It'll go full 3-2. On deck is Barry, but first the 3-2 to LaCorey. Fouled back. Can't see it. He's just out of our view, but right behind home plate there's a video crew. It's been here all weekend from the NCAA, and they are shooting a documentary on college sports rivalries at all levels, and this is one of the ones that was recommended is Tampa, Florida Southern. And they decided to focus on baseball. LaCorey goes down swinging.
Paul just really looking nice.
Now batting, second baseman, number 30, Connor Berry.
Barry now coming to the plate. DeSantolo on deck. Spartans now with Barry at the plate go back to a traditional, and he gets plunked on the ribs. He'll get a free pass to first.
I know in football you got usually rib padding there, but
not in baseball.
Not,
no.
So that's going to feel
maybe a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Third baseman, number 31, Jared DeSantolo.
DeSantolo, 260 on the year now at the plate. Paul fires. Fouled off, strike one. Barry not a threat to steal. One attempt. It was successful, but just one attempt. Not a big base stealing team. Barry University from last week, and they had about 75 to 80 steals coming in. Florida Southern with 38 attempts this year. Off-speed pitch, strike. 0-2. Barry with a short lead off first, Sullivan holding. 0-2 pitch coming up from Paul. Off speed, teasing the outside corner. DeSantelo doesn't bite. It's called ball one. Another great day at the ballpark. Humidity low, 46%. Of course, in Phoenix, that's a tsunami. Here, it's great.
Yeah.
Throw over, no big deal.
Spartans have picked off runners at least 3 or 4 times this year, so I would not be shocked if we see one here today.
In the stretch. 1-2 inside.
Ooh,
dances out of the way of that one. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now, 1 out. Slapped foul, stays alive, still 2-2. Women's softball team at Florida Southern. They picked up a win yesterday. Women's softball team I just saw ranked 11th in the nation.
Yeah, they're doing
They've
really
been
well.
Playing good baseball or softball all year.
I saw something like 6 or 7 teams throughout most sports been ranked in the top 15 this year. The men's lacrosse team ranked
number 1.
Tampa currently number 2, but spent most of the year number 1. Soccer beat USF.
Yeah.
So a lot of good things happen around the sports world here in Tampa at this level.
2-2 again. Off speed, outside, slapped foul. Good at bat for DeSantelo, just fighting him off, seeing if he gets the pitch he wants.
Well, if you don't like the pitch, best thing to do is to waste the pitcher's time and get the pitch count up. So, can you hear me? I'm trying to check the mic. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay.
And the 2-2 pitch again. Hit out toward third base. Lorenzo makes the catch. And that's 2 down.
The Moccasins designated hitter, number 28, Seth Kennedy.
So Kennedy coming to the plate. Kennedy, 250 hitter on the season. Off speed, strike.
Paul's off speed really working well today.
Yeah, he seems to be going to that at least half the time. Whereas Herb yesterday he just would like slam you with 2 fastball strikes, and then he was getting you with the curve. Hit foul. So quickly ahead 0-2. Paul steps off for a second. Kennedy ready again. (0-2) on the way. Up the middle, that's going to be a base hit. Wow, I should say Cadenas tracks it down, heading all the way from first to third and sliding in safely is Barry. 2 outs, he was running. So first and third. First hit of the game for Florida Southern. Barry reached when he got hit in the back. And striding to the plate is McGuire. .230 hitter on the year, Grady McGuire. Earhart able to stop that one. Runner stay.
Want to keep it obviously on the Division II baseball, but word in the booth, Miguel Cabrera, 3,000th hit.
Did he get it yesterday?
I believe just now.
Just now, okay. I knew they got rained out yesterday, I think.
Sure.
There was a big to-do that they intentionally walked him in.
Well, but
he was 0 for 3 anyway before then, and the situation called for it.
Yeah.
And he got rained out yesterday. You know, the bottom line, you're going to get it.
Yeah, everyone wants to see it. If you pay a ticket to the ballpark, I get why the fans would.
Right.
I mean, it makes sense. Also, the Yankees aren't the most beloved team on the road, so I get it. But let me go double-check, make sure that's what I just heard. I'll be right back. I can confirm 3,000.
Ground ball. Lions on a nice hop to Sullivan to end the inning. They do get 2 runners on. That's the extent of it. We go to the bottom of the second. It's still no score. Tampa and Florida Southern on TampaSpartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa. UT students travel from across the nation and around the globe to join a dynamic learning community. There are 150 academic programs, continuing studies for non-traditional students, and a highly ranked graduate school.
Mic check, mic check, mic check. Okay, we'll be back. Apologies, folks.
This is the University of Tampa. UT students travel from across the nation and around the globe to join a dynamic learning community. There are 150 academic programs, continuing studies for non-traditional students, and a highly ranked graduate school. Academic opportunities are extensive and rigorous, but this mid-sized residential campus retains a welcoming feel. With a student-faculty ratio of 16:1, students benefit from direct interaction with expert faculty, a faculty that is passionate about teaching and mentoring. Outside the classroom, UT enjoys a unique environment. Plant Hall, a National Historic Landmark, is surrounded by modern and historic buildings on 105 acres. UT's beautiful downtown riverfront setting offers a gateway to the heart of a vibrant city. Students are within walking distance of jobs and internships, and the
Sullivan will lead off with his Frank Sinatra walk-up song.
I'm going to miss the Frank Sinatra walk-up song. It's a solid walk.
For Florida Southern, a 9-pitch first inning. Sullivan hits for power and for average. A .348 average on the team. Fouls it off.
Really enjoys hitting in this ballpark. The majority of his home runs come here in Tampa.
They're playing him deep, straight away. Second baseman actually on the grass. No shift on for him.
Oh.
Hit it to center field, but now going back. Back, finally waiting and making the catch just in front of the warning track is Chevalier. Just a long out for Sullivan. Brings Jamarcus Lyons to the plate.
Sullivan's due. He's been on top of the ball since Friday, so it's just whenever it drops, it'll drop.
Lyons, a .225 hitter on the year. Got some pop, 4 home runs, 21 RBI on the year. Outside, low.
Trying to figure out what pitch it is. It just drops off the table, and it doesn't seem to be a changeup. It might be a fast two-seam. I haven't figured it out yet.
Big swing on a fastball. 1-2. Just missing. Last night, that might have been a strike three.
Definitely would have been strike three. They were calling outside. I respect last night. They were consistent with the strike zone. They weren't moving.
Might have been a little high.
Yeah.
2-2, McAtee. Fires. Tap foul. Toward the Spartan dugout. Decent crowd on hand again. Florida Southern fans travel well. About less than an hour drive. Down I-4, heading toward Orlando. Ball high. 3-2. Three-two pitch. Again, doesn't even move, makes a catch. Barry at second base.
I mean, coaches really can't even be mad at that, just line shot.
2 sharply hit balls in the first 5 batters of the game, right at second baseman Barry, who didn't even move. Giovanni Lorenzo to the plate now, the lefty. Taps it foul.
Oh, nice job by Jimenez over there at first. I don't know if he got that on the camera, and I don't think he got him. But
just out of view.
Nice snag by the first base coach.
He should play Chicago 16-inch softball. They don't use gloves.
Staring down his...
A little bit low.
Sorry, it's just funny after he did it, he just pointed over to the dugout like, I told you I still got it.
And the pitch. High inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Lorenzo, 325 on the year. At bat number 78 on the season. About half the number of at-bats of the leaders on the team. Drew Earhart at 154. Three-one pitch coming up. And does he bloop it over? Coming in, it's going to drop, base hit.
Nice.
Right between the second baseman and the right fielder, and Lorenzo is on first. We'll bring Luke Glancy, the DH, to the plate. Glancy, 282 hitter, played a lot of left field while Jose Cadenas was recovering from a leg injury. And they moved Jordan Lala to center field. Glancy filling in admirably there. Now in a DH role today. And he fouls it off. Five left-handed hitters in the Spartan lineup today, if you count Lorenzo, who will switch hit.
Glancy been hitting all really well for the Spartans. Excited to see what he does here.
Oh-2 pitch. Outside, 1-2. Spartans have already matched their hit total from yesterday. Now they need timely hitting. And it'll come in the next innings. Glancy goes down swinging. Spartans leave a man at first. We played 2 full. No score between Tampa and Florida Southern.
There is something electrifying about a vibrant community of learning. Providing new knowledge, reimagining teaching and learning, designing and reinventing the spaces where we learn, live, and work, attracting and inspiring the best students and faculty, engaging locally and globally. These are essential to creating tomorrow for UT and our world. A campaign causes us to state what we stand for. It propels us to envision the future and work diligently in new and exciting ways. It inspires supporters to believe in the long-term value of campaign priorities. It impacts the world we inhabit today while we're creating tomorrow.
We are deeply grateful that so many of you stand with us. Together, we are developing UT as a model metropolitan community of learning.
We are pleased you enjoy the satisfaction of investing in the lives of students. Your heartfelt commitment makes for an electrifying connection among all of us.
Creating Tomorrow has been a campaign committed to advancing UT's mission and vision for the future. Our focus, the people, places, and purpose of the university, has transformed the UT educational experience and created a legacy of excellence.
We are where we are today, one of the most exciting times in UT history, because you accepted our challenge. You have helped.
Tom.
Top of the third inning we go. Cortez, the number 9 hitter, will lead off. Top of the order then Chevalier and Wells in a scoreless game after 2. Michael Paul for Tampa with 2 strikeouts, 31 pitches already. Giving up just 1 hit. Hit a batter. First pitch, just missing outside. Cortez catching in this game today. He was not the catcher yesterday. Hits a ground ball right to Sullivan. Takes the hop, steps on the base. 1 up, 1 down. To the top of the order and Chevalier. .356 hitter. Lost a few points off the average yesterday, but got the 5-0 win.
Looks kind of like a repeat of yesterday. Kind of a pitching duel.
It was a solid pitching duel through 5. Then they 5-run sixth for the Mocs.
Paul.
Strike call.
Good pitch by Paul.
Fly ball. Heading out toward right field. Cumbo drifting. Foul territory. Makes the catch and then bumps up against the wall for the out.
Believe me, folks, it was a great catch.
Running all the way. Caught it about 5 feet in front of the foul wall. Just down past the Mocs bullpen. But 2 down now. Brings Wells to the plate. He flew out to Cumbo his first time up. Nice pitch for a strike. Down the middle, a little low though. One on the way from Paul. Low outside, 2-1.
Let's say about an evenly packed house here again.
Last night we had the championship team from the class of 1992, or the team from 1992 here. There's one hit foul out of play. Honoring them for the championship they won 30 years ago.
What better way to do it but a 125 pitch outing from the away pitcher? My day.
There's a fly ball.
Oh.
It's going to make Lala chase over. Cadena's there. Lala takes it for the out. Very casual catch. The inning. Nobody gets on base, so we played 2.5. We are zipping along in this game, and we'll head to the bottom of the third. Tampa, Florida Southern, no score on TampaSpartans.tv.
For college sports.
There's light at the end of the tunnel.
A return to normal, and all we love about sports.
You've instilled resilience, focus, and selflessness in us. We've put those lessons to work.
We've found strength and unity in each other.
You continue to take us places we never imagined.
You bring out the best in us.
So when we look forward, we see the light at the end of the tunnel.
We see a better world for all of us and for college sports.
Good. I can't hear myself, and my friend was telling me he couldn't hear me. Like.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby. Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela burns it. An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org/opportunity.
That's what I'm saying. It hasn't changed. Him that, so there's not a, you just can go walk in and do it.
In NCAA Division II, student athletes leave a lasting impression on their communities. That's because Division II...
Bottom of the third, leading off for Tampa will be Anthony Nunez, a freshman for the Spartans this year. shortstop in today's ball game. McAtee on the mound through 2 innings, thrown 29 pitches. Nunez fouls the first one off.
Just another tall lefty that the Spartans have at their disposal.
Ground ball out to shortstop. McGuire fields. Fires, 1 out. Number 9 hitter Jose Cadenas to the plate.
Might be a perfect time for a bunt. Oh, there we go.
McAtee in the stretch, nobody on, fires.
Oh,
ripped foul down into the Spartan bullpen.
It's really nice to see Cadenas back in the lineup.
Out for quite a few games with a leg injury. Strike call.
Hey, Dan, just tell him it was the part, so that happens again. It's just what you ever just yell.
Way high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two pitch. Ground ball, again out to McGuire at short.
Oh.
2 up, 2 down. Leadoff hitter Jordan Lala strides to the plate.
Has 28 walks on the year.
McAtee's first pitch to Lala, called strike. Oh, 1 on the way. Ground ball.
I mean,
fair ball fielded by Corey, and he beats Lala to the base. So again, the Spartans just keep hitting them where the players are. They go down 1-2-3. We played 3 full. Still no score. Tampa and Florida Southern on TampaSpartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Top of the fourth, this game moving along. We said that last night as well, as it'll be Hunter coming to the plate in a scoreless game.
A little bit of deja vu happening at the ballpark at the moment.
Michael Paul starts the fourth with a strike. Hunter struck out his first time up. Taps that one foul. Quickly 0-2. Oh, 2 from Paul. Just outside, 1-2. Playing Hunter relatively deep. He has 10 home runs on the year. Straight away in all fields. In the dirt, blocked by Earhart.
I think that's the definition of bodying a baseball.
Two on the way. Fly ball hit out towards center field. It's going to bounce in front of Lala.
I mean,
for a base hit. Or a Cadenas, I should say. Just blooped it over shortstop.
I've never seen in one series this many out-of-reach hits.
So LaCorey to the plate. McCory also struck out his first time up. Ripped down the first baseline foul. Hunter on first, LaCorey at the plate. No outs here in the fourth. And he fouls that one off down third base line. Last time LaCorey was up, they shifted 3 players to the first base side of the infield and kept only Nunez on the third base side. This time, or that was Lorenzo stayed on there. Nunez is almost behind second. Cadenas in center field playing way into right field. And there's a ground ball. They get one. The relay, not in time. Got the force at second for the first out. Ball took a while to get out there. LaCorey able to beat it out.
The second baseman, Connor Berry.
So brings Berry to the plate. He also struck out his first time up. Check swing. Did they say he went around? It looked like it. I think they called it a strike.
It was weird. The umpire pointed to the...
And then called it a strike, right?
Yeah, so.
Okay. So I did see that correctly.
Yeah, you did. I was equally as confused.
Oh, 1 on the way. Catches the outside corner. Quickly up 0-2 on Barry. Does he go at him or does he waste one? Here's the pitch. Teases him. Throw down to first base and
thought they might have got
McCurry back.
Now, is it just me or do you keep hearing someone say, "Come on, Barry"?
No,
okay, cool.
Often.
Okay, cool.
Somebody's
I thought I was hearing like a replay or something.
No.
Just double checking.
It's like a recording going on down there, just hit and play.
It's like the Vanderbilt, I don't know if you know the Vanderbilt Whistler is. It's the same type of premise here. Yeah.
1-2. Fouled off. DeSantolo on deck. And the 1-2. But first, a throw over. A long look by Paul. Barry gets the bat set. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Can't go. The base is occupied, so 2 down. And that'll be strikeout 4 for Michael Paul today.
Next batter is the third baseman, Jared DeSantolo.
DeSantolo popped up to third base. Wasn't very high, but made it out to third. Good stop by Drew Earhart there. Quick throw. Again, he's back. I don't think LaCorey is a big base stealing threat. He's attempted one and made it. Tops on the team is Chevalier with 8 stolen bases in 11 tries. Swing and a miss. 1-1.
You know you're doing well on the mound when you can bring the batter to his knees. Baseball's version of breaking ankles over there in basketball.
Another quick throw.
Keeping him honest. He must know something we don't.
His stats don't say he's a threat.
Yeah.
He is, I will say, he's taking a bigger lead than most players that we've seen today. Ball just outside. 2-1.
Also, when you have one of those sliding guards on, I don't know if people can see the detail of it, but he has a sliding guard on. Usually means you're pretty used to sliding.
There he goes.
Yeah.
And Earhart couldn't get a handle on the ball, so what the Spartans were thinking came true.
All right.
So it may not necessarily have been about the base runner, but the situation that made them think they might run. So now a 3-1 count with a runner at second. Off speed, ground ball, foul. Paul with a long look in. DeSantolo, the lefty, finally says that is too long. It's a 3-2 count. And Paul fires. Ground ball, again foul, first base. Top of the fourth, man on second, 2 outs. DeSantolo at the plate with a 3-2 count. Outside, he walked him, so runners now on first and second with 2 out. First walk of the game given up by Michael Paul.
Designated hitter, Seth Kennedy.
Brings Kennedy to the plate. He got a base hit his first time up.
I always find it interesting with 2 outs why shortstop plays so back in the hole. It seems like you'd play a little bit more towards the line, kind of edge the gap, but
first pitch, call strike. Ball outside. One coming up with 2 on. Missing outside. And the pitch. Up the middle, that could bring a run in. Cadenas fields. LaCorey scores 1-0 Florida Southern. So they strike first. And that will bring McGuire to the plate. Runners still at first and second. McGuire grounded out to second his first time up. The pitch, a little bit low. So the Mocs get to Michael Paul here in the fourth with 2 out. Their third hit of the day. That looks good. Call strike. The pitch. Tries to bend one in, doesn't. Outside now. 2-1.
I mean, at the bottom of the lineup, my thought would be just try to, nothing too fancy, just pitch directly to him and try to depend on your defense here.
Ground ball.
Beautiful.
Out to Lyons. Takes a good hop.
There we go.
Spartans get out of the inning. 1 run does score for Florida Southern on the base hit by Kennedy. And we now go to the bottom of the 4th. Florida Southern 1, Tampa nothing on TampaSpartans.tv.
In the late 1920s, the prospect of a Hillsborough High student enrolling in college was bleak. The nation was in the throes of the Great Depression. Businesses were failing, and many of Tampa's beautiful waterfront homes were left abandoned. The principal at Hillsborough High, Frederick Spalding, didn't see these barriers. He only saw bright young students who were in need of a place to continue their learning. In 1931, collegiate-level courses were offered at Hillsborough High. This would later become the University of Tampa. On August 2, 1933, Spalding arrived at the doors of Plant Hall with a 100-year lease from the city and a firm resolve, and with the turn of a key, opened the door to the University of Tampa. In its fledgling years, UT was fortunate if it could collect half the tuition due from its students. It was only through the dedication of its professors, who worked without pay, that the university survived the Great Depression. Over the next several decades, UT grew slightly, enrolling up to 1,800 at times, starting several sports teams, and even began accepting students from other areas of the country. But in the early 90s, the growth seemed to stand still, even stop. UT needed new life, some passion. UT needed strong leadership.
In 1995, Dr. Vaughn became president and UT began to transform. 1,000 UT students has become 7,200, and we are now entering our 17th consecutive year of record enrollment. All the while, UT's academic profile continues to increase. There has been $350 million in new construction since 2000. We have added 7 new residence halls, academic buildings and labs, as well as athletic facilities. Plant Hall even got new carpet and new windows. UT now has more than 3,000 events annually and 200 clubs and student organizations. We have won 13 NCAA Division II championships, and since 2000, Spartan teams have won 35 Sunshine State Conference titles. As a member of the...
Drew Earhart will lead off for Tampa. He singled back in the first inning. 1-0 though. Florida Southern takes the lead with a run in the top of the 4th. Spartans will see if they can get to Eric McAtee here.
Well, if the Spartans want to score a run, they're 2, 3, and 4. Earhart, Cumbo, and Sullivan need to keep hitting. We'll see what happens.
Strike call.
What type of pitch do you think that is? It seems to have a spin and just dropping.
Yeah.
I haven't figured it out.
I mean, that's a slider that breaks down, right? Down and in.
It's just the quickness of it's what's... We'll have to see it again. Maybe I can get it.
Catches the corner, quickly up 0-2. In the dirt. Good block by Cortez. One, two.
Oh.
A little bit high. 2-2 count now.
The pitch count difference between the two, between Paul and McAtee, is between, I think, 20 about.
Mm-hmm.
So
McAtee at 37 right now. Fouled off. Good job by Drew to just get something on that one and knock it away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Popped up. Second baseman coming over. That's Barry. Makes the catch. 1 out. Swing and a miss on the first pitch.
Do you see a little bit more of a bat waggle to his stance, or has that just always been the case?
No,
I know he waggled
normal.
it, but it just seems like it's been doing it a little bit quicker, but maybe I can so focus on the pitcher. Anyway.
Outside. One pitch coming up.
Good
strike
pitch.
call. Joe Urso told me before the game we got to start hitting the ball. He said we just haven't been hitting it lately.
Sure.
He did shuffle the lineup around a little bit, getting a few more bats in. Cumbo fouls it.
You got to hit to win the game, so. Up. Cumbo's due for a hit right here.
After Earhart singled last in the first inning, he got taken out on a double play ball by Cumbo. That's fouled off. One ball, 2 strikes. 1 out, nobody on. Tampa down 1-0 here in the 4th. In the dirt, Tampa has not scored this weekend. Shut out 9 yesterday. Nothing in 3 so far this game. A team that averages about 8 runs a game.
Yeah.
Ground ball. That one gets through.
There we go.
Tampa's 3rd hit of the day. And Dan Sullivan to the plate.
Yeah, someone who hits as good as Cumbo is just eventually due for it.
Now, Spartans need timely hitting. Put these things in bunches to get on the board here. First pitch to Dan, called strike, outside corner. Quick throw over. Cumbo back.
Cumbo, not really a base-stealing threat. He's not slow, but I don't think he's gone all too much if we could.
No, and I think that's more Tampa than Cumbo.
Maybe he could be. I don't know. I haven't seen anything.
5 steals, caught once.
Okay. More than I thought.
Only
so
Lala has more. Not that it's a ton of attempts. Tampa with just 26 stolen bases. Caught 5 times. $34 more home runs than steals this year. Sullivan watches it outside. 1-2. Spartans trying to get a runner in scoring position here. Throw over back. One-two pitch. Runner goes. Sullivan hits one deep. Is it going to be deep enough? Toward the wall? No. Coming in, making the catch is Hunter.
They double him
and
up.
Cumbo has to hustle back. He was almost standing on second base. But just a long fly out. Now, I think just short of the warning track. Sullivan has hit two pretty hard, but have not left the ballpark today. Two down now.
Not happy about it.
Jamarcus Lyons now coming up. Cumbo goes again. Throw down to second. He's safely in, and he's going to head to third, and he'll make it.
So I was wrong about Cumbo. And I'm okay with being wrong.
You know, he didn't have a lot of stolen bases, but I think Joe Urso's like, maybe we have to create the action.
Yeah.
So now with two outs, man on third, Jamarcus Lyons has had some pretty good clutch hits this year for Tampa.
Let's find out. That's a stolen base and just advance to third, correct? Okay.
That one's hit out into right field, but I think Hunter is going to make the catch. Just shy of the warning track to end the inning. Spartans do get a man on, steals second, goes to third on a throwing error, but that's all they get. So it's still 1-0 after 4 right here on TampaSpartans.tv.
There is something electrifying about a vibrant community of learning. Providing new knowledge, reimagining teaching and learning, designing and reinventing the spaces where we learn, live, and work, attracting and inspiring the best students and faculty, engaging locally and globally. These are essential to creating tomorrow for UT and our world. A campaign causes us to state what we stand for. It propels us to envision the future and work diligently in new and exciting ways. It inspires supporters to believe in the long-term value of campaign priorities. It impacts the world we inhabit today while we're creating tomorrow.
We are deeply grateful that so many of you stand with us. Together, we are developing UT as a model metropolitan community of learning.
We are pleased you enjoy the satisfaction of investing in the lives of students. Your heartfelt commitment makes for an electrifying connection among all of us.
Creating Tomorrow has been a campaign committed to advancing UT's mission and vision for the future. Our focus, the people, places, and purpose of the university, has transformed the UT educational experience and created a legacy of excellence.
We are where we are today, one of the most exciting times in UT history, because you accept.
And we head to the top of the fifth already, believe it or not. And Tate, you were asking if I had a fun fact to know and tell.
Give it to me.
1954.
Okay.
On this date, Henry Aaron.
All right.
Hit his first home run.
All right, let's go.
A 7-5 win over the St. Louis Cardinals in 14 innings down in St. Louis. Just the 7th game for him to play. He hit 755 for his career.
Huh. I knew that.
Now, see if you can get the Spartans to score a run.
Let's see if we can do it. Hope everyone's having a good day. Great weather out between these two rivals. We're in a 1-0 ball game. Florida Southern leads if you're just joining us here in the top of the fifth. Both pitchers pitching well. Up to the bat for Florida Southern is Cortez. The 0-1 pitch. Just a bit outside. Count will go to 1-1. The pitch from Paul. Bouncing outside. Count will be 2-1. The 2-1 pitch from Paul. Hit on the ground over to Nunez. Good backhand, throwing it over to Sullivan, getting the first out here in the top of the 5th. The Florida Southern Mocs will head to the top of the order.
Now batting the center fielder, Nathan Chevalier.
Chevalier, 0 for 2 on the day. Lined out to Lala out in La La Land, and then in the 3rd, hit a fly ball out to Cumbo, who made a great running catch, caught at the wall. Paul, the 0-0 pitch. Fouled off. Paul, the 0-1 pitch. Missing outside, looking for the outside corner, not finding it yet. Spartans have a lefty doing some armbands out in left field. Don't know if that is a precursor for anything, but no one officially in either bullpen warming up yet. The 1-1 pitch. Finding the outside corner. Count goes to 1-2.
Is there a guy in radio named Steve Saban? Is he a big-time radio guy? Don't know the name.
Not something I would know.
Okay.
Potentially could be.
He liked my tweet yesterday.
Good stuff. Good stuff. 1-2 pitch. Hit up in the air, foul down the right field line, and it will go out of play. So
might be just a Milwaukee area guy.
Could be. Honestly, could be very famous, and I just haven't come up with it. The coolest one I've ever gotten was Pat McAfee liked one of my Instagram photos years ago. Before, of course, he went into media and all that stuff. The 1-2 pitch, hit on the ground, over to Nunez. Back-to-back hit over to Nunez, and Sullivan catches it for the second out.
Good arm.
Yeah.
Hustled that one over quickly.
Yeah, that play is not an easy one, folks. Had to charge it, contort his body, throw it.
Well, I know we had a claim to fame on the Spartans men's basketball team. Their manager for a couple years was Tim Russo.
Okay.
His dad is Mad Dog Russo.
No. Me and Tim actually are the only two Pelicans fans at the University of Tampa, so hit him up the other day when we made the playoffs, and we may have hope, folks. We may have hope. But yeah, he's over. I think he's the UConn manager now.
Up to UConn.
Yeah. Shout out to him. First pitch is a strike to Wells, who is 0 for 2 on the day. The 1 pitch. Bounced in the dirt. Great cricket pitch. This is baseball, so count will go to 1-1. Yeah, Tim's a great guy. I'm really happy for him that they got all the way up to UConn. I remember Tampa apparently played UConn in an exhibition game.
A few years ago, yeah.
And I saw a photo, and I thought that was photoshopped because I hadn't seen it. So, Paul, outside. Count will be 2-1.
It hasn't been recently that I know of, I'm sure.
No, yeah. I didn't know if it was a regular thing or one, like the coaches knew each other. I never heard a story.
I mean, and I think that might have been a regular season game. If you look at their schedule in the past, I mean, you go back 20 or 30 years or more, they played a lot of D1 teams.
Yeah.
It was a kind of a mixing of divisions. Now, over the recent past, the Spartans have played Florida, and they played USF, but those were preseason exhibition games that the NCAA allows.
I was at the USF game. My only claim to fame made a backwards free throw at the halftime show. Looking for that outside pitch. They're asking if he went. He did not. Count goes full. But, Tampa's at baseball, when you look back historically, remember last night we were looking through the stats for alumni night, beat Miami.
Yep.
And shocking to me, but apparently back in the day, was a big powerhouse. 3-2 pitch. Missing, walking, is Wells, and Hunter will come up for Florida Southern Moccasins.
Well, Tampa did beat the Philadelphia Phillies about 6 years ago. That was a spring training game, did not count in the Spartans. But they played the Phillies for about 4 straight years for the Phillies' first game of spring training. And the second year they played them, they beat them.
I think they
Giovanni
came back.
Alfonso hit a grand slam in the 8th to win that one.
Impressive.
Granted, that was the final year of the Ryan Sandberg era when the Phillies lost 105 games that year, but they still beat professionals.
Pitch hit on over to Nunez again. I feel like I've said that a time or two. Thrown over to first, and that will be the third out. 3 outs by Nunez. And we head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. Florida Southern still leads 1-0 here on TampaSpartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa. UT students travel from across the nation and around the globe to join a dynamic learning community. There are 150 academic programs, continuing studies for non-traditional students, and a highly ranked graduate school. Academic opportunities are extensive and rigorous, but this mid-sized residential campus retains a welcoming feel. With a student-faculty ratio of 16:1, students benefit from direct interaction with expert faculty, a faculty that is passionate about teaching and mentoring. Outside the classroom, UT enjoys a unique environment. Plant Hall, a National Historic Landmark, is surrounded by modern and historic buildings on 105 acres. UT's beautiful downtown riverfront setting offers a gateway to the heart of a vibrant city. Students are within walking distance of jobs and internships, and the recreational opportunities are endless, both off campus and on campus. Students live in upscale residence halls and enjoy diverse activities, including performing arts, guest lectures, nearly 200 clubs and organizations, and a nationally ranked NCAA Division II athletics program.
I mean, he was a highly sought-after recruit, and I watched him play, and I said, "You're really good. Why are you playing D1 or D2 basketball?"
We're back here in the bottom of the 5th. Florida Southern leads 1-0. We were talking a lot about, before we left, about college basketball.
Spartans need to bunch up some hits here.
Starting with Lorenzo, who's already 1 for 1 on the day, had a single in the second. First pitch to him will be hit sharply, but directly at LaCourre, and that will be the first out here in the bottom of the 5th. I mean, you can't really hit the ball any better. Just
They've ripped a number of them today right at people. I mean, right at them. They didn't even move.
All you can really do is keep hitting, keep hitting, keep hitting. That's all you can do. Eventually you find an opening. I think Spartans had the idea, right, when they, like you said, when they combo stole, try to force the action.
Yep.
Glancy up to the plate. 0-1 on the day. First pitch to him will be a strike outside. Count will be 0-1. Nunez on deck. McAtee comes set. The pitch. Glancy hitting it foul. Count will go 0-2. Florida Southern pitchers have an interesting way of starting their stance on the mound. Kind of turning not towards the plate, but I guess it is towards the plate. He just kind of angled it away. The 0-2 pitch. Clancy fouling it off, staying alive. O2 count. The pitch from McAtee. Ball high. Count will be 1-2. Looking over at the American flag over there in right field, there's almost no wind currently. McAtee comes set. The 1-2 pitch. Clancy hits it on over to LaCourre again. And let's see if we can have the first ever, because Nunez got all 3 outs.
Yeah.
So we need one more to LaCourre for that to be the same. on the bottom half. Nunez coming to the plate for the Spartans. 0 for 1 on the day.
I saw the Tampa Bay Rays posted something that one of their games this week, that it was like the 5th time in history, their history, that the outfielders made no putouts.
Okay. That's an impressive stat.
Yeah.
To go a whole, yeah. That's a hard thing to do. The 0 pitch. Nunez squares the bunt, pulls back. Count will be 1-0. Nunez isn't, in my mind, a slow runner, but interesting choice with 2 outs, too. Square on to bunt. McAtee, 2-0 count. The pitch to Nunez. Nunez hits it. He's up in the air. Will it drop? Who knows? We'll find out. Great play. Shades of Willie Mays will end this inning, head us to the top of the 6th. Florida Southern still leads 1-0 here in Tampa, Florida on TampaSpartans.tv.
Welcome to the University of Tampa. My name is Tucker Whitman and I'm a junior marketing major here at UT. Today we're going to look at some of the highlights of our beautiful Riverside campus here in downtown Tampa. We'll start at Plan Hall. This historic building was opened in 1891 as the Tampa Bay Hotel and now serves as the main academic building here at UT, with 4 floors of classrooms as well as faculty and administrative offices. Next up, the Vaughn Center, the hub of campus life and activities. This multi-purpose building includes the campus bookstore, our primary cafeteria plus an additional food court, a theater, as well as offices and meeting rooms for student organizations. The Vaughn Center is also one of UT's residence halls, providing 5 floors of student rooms. Morsani Hall is another residence hall here at UT. In addition to housing approximately 450 students, this building offers another selection of eateries as well as a small grocery store. Now let's check out the Sykes College of Business. This academic building houses classrooms and faculty offices for UT's undergrad and graduate business students. This building also has a real-time stock trading room. Right next door is the Sykes Chapel for Faith and Values. This gorgeous interfaith chapel features a large main hall complete with a massive pipe organ as well.
Welcome back to beautiful Tampa, Florida, and a very close ball game between 2 heated rivals in the Sunshine State Conference. Florida Southern versus the Tampa Spartans. Florida Southern leads here 1-0. Up to the plate, LaCory, 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch to him, hits right into the shift. Nunez, for the 4th straight time and 4 at-bats, gets a ground out. Don't know what the record is on that, but that's 4 straight hit to Nunez. Want to give a few quick shout-outs. Happy birthday to my friend Mac McComb back home in Atlanta, Georgia. 22nd birthday. Shout-outs to you, man. Shout-outs to my mom. Just got married. Congrats to her. Fantastic day at the ballpark. Just wanted to throw those 2 out there. The 0 pitch from Paul. Pitch to Barry. Barry is 0 for 1 on the day. Was hit by the pitch in the 2nd inning, and the 4 struck out. Paul. The 0-1 pitch. Framing it well is Drew Earhart, but no call given, so the count will be 1-1. The pitch from Paul. low in the dirt. Count will be 2-1. Paul, the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Barry missing, makes the count 2-2. Two count. The pitch just missing outside. Count will be 3-2. Full count, 1 out. Paul is at about 85, 86 pitches. Righty, I believe that's Passarella warming up in the left field arm barn, as some may say, or bullpen if you want to go with the old vernacular. 3-2 pitch from Paul. Strike 3. He gone. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. Next up is DeSantolo. 0 for 1 on the day.
The third baseman, Jared DeSantolo.
In the second, put out a third. Ball hit foul. There will be no play. Count will be 0-1. The pitch from Paul. Bounce through everyone's legs. Count will be 1-1. Paul comes set. The 1-1 pitch hit on the ground over to Jamarcus Lyons, who will throw it on over to Sullivan, and that will take us to the bottom half of the 6th. Florida Southern 1, Tampa 0 here on TampaSpartans.tv.
Tucker Whitman, and I'm a junior marketing major here at UT. Today we're going to look at some of the highlights of our beautiful Riverside campus here in downtown Tampa. We'll start at Plan Hall. This historic building was opened in 1891 as the Tampa Bay Hotel, and now serves as the main academic building here at UT, with 4 floors of classrooms as well as faculty and administrative offices. Next up, the Vaughn Center, the hub of campus life and activities. This multi-purpose building includes the campus bookstore, our primary cafeteria plus an additional food court, a theater, as well as offices and meeting rooms for student organizations. The Vaughn Center is also one of UT's residence halls, providing 5 floors of student rooms. Morsani Hall is another residence hall here at UT. In addition to housing approximately 450 students, this building offers another selection of eateries as well as a small grocery store. Now let's check out the Sykes College of Business. This academic building houses classrooms and faculty offices for UT's undergrad and graduate business students. This building also has a real-time stock trading room. Right next door is the Sykes Chapel for Faith and Values. This gorgeous interfaith chapel features a large main hall complete with a massive pipe organ, as well as meditation rooms and meeting rooms. Student healthcare is a major priority for us here at UT. The Dickey Health and Wellness Center is accessible to all students and provides high-quality services including basic medical care, counseling, and wellness programs. On the east side of campus, you'll find the McDonald Kelsey Library. Here, students can learn from a large collection of books, periodicals, and digital databases. They can also take advantage of our numerous study rooms and computers. The Academic Success Center is another great resource for students. This is your one-stop shop for academic advising, coaching, and tutoring services. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just want to shoot some hoops, the athletic facilities here at UT are hard to beat. The Bob Martinez Athletic Center includes a large gymnasium, a weight room, and training facilities.
And we are back here in Tampa, Florida in a very close ball game. Florida Southern 1, Tampa 0. But it's Tampa's turn to bat, and who knows what can happen, folks. Beautiful day here in Tampa, Florida. Up to bat for your University of Tampa Spartans, number 6, Jose Cadenas. It's a good song. McAtee's cruising along. First pitch to Cadenas, hit foul down the left field line. Over where Passarella is warming up. Probably we'll see him in the next, well, I'm assuming in the top of the 7th, but can never assume. We'll see what happens when we get there. But Cadenas currently in an 0-1 count. McAtee currently at 64 pitches, 65 pitches, and so really moving along through the Spartans lineup. The 0-1 pitch. Cadenas hits it in the air over towards Hunter, who seems to be under it, and he is. And that will be the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. Next up to bat for your University of Tampa Spartans, number 8, Jordan Lala. Lala on the day is hitless. Lined out to LaCory in the first and the third. Grounded out. 0 for 2 on the day. Looking for his first hit. The 0-0 pitch. So 1-0 count. McAtee, the 1-0 pitch. Lala hits it foul down the left field line. Over there on Cass Street. McAtee looking in. Coming set. The 1-1 pitch. Lala hits it. McGuire throws over the first to LaCory, and that will be the second out here in the bottom of the 6th. Spartans is looking for anything to jumpstart any form of rally. The man who came close to that feat was Cumbo, who's on deck, but currently up to bat for your University of Tampa Spartans, number 2, Drew Earhart. Drew led off the hitting for the Spartans today with a single in the first. Put out in the 4th, so 1 for 2 on the day. First pitch from McAtee to Drew. I believe that's a 2-seam, folks. A beautiful, been dropping it in for a strike all day, but I believe that was a ball, and it is, so it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike on the inside part of the plate. Count will be 1-1. One count. Drew hitting it foul. So count will be 1-2. Drew has the skill to lay a perfect bunt down the third base line as the third baseman's playing back, but also can hit, so it's with 2 outs. You wouldn't expect it, but nonetheless. The 1-2 pitch from McAtee. In the dirt, count will go to 2-2. McAtee comes set. The 2-2 pitch. Drew fouling it off, staying alive. The 2-2 pitch. 3-2. Count is full. McAtee only had 69 pitches. So I'm assuming we'll be seeing him out for the bottom half of the 7th. Full count. Pitch to Drew. Hit. Great at bat by Drew Earhart. It's single to left field. And maybe we have a 2-out rally on hand, folks. So Jack, you like what you saw there?
Do I like what I see with Sullivan?
No, you like what you saw there with Drew.
Oh, yeah. And that's his second hit, and both of them were just the same thing.
Yeah.
Wrapped hard. So far, he's like the only one who can put it where they ain't.
Sure. Cumbo managed to find one hit. He was due for one, so maybe broke his spell.
The Spartans have actually out-hit the Mocs 4-3.
Pitch for McAtee. Cumbo with a big swing and a miss.
Timely hitting just hasn't been here the last few games.
This may sound silly, but their little mascot, Vlad, the dinosaur that they've had for good luck, hasn't been here. Who knows? Maybe that's the story to it. I'll talk to them after the game, but who knows? 0-1 count. The pitch to Cumbo. Beautiful pitch there on the outside corner. Count now 0-2. Feel like a little bit of life came into the ballpark with Drew's hit, so trying to keep that alive. All it takes is one run. Tying run is on first base. It was Drew Earhart. It's the 0-2 pitch to Cumbo. Good take by Cumbo. Count goes to 1-2. Cumbo can turn around with one swing. Just needs to make contact. McAtee comes set. The 1-2 pitch. Hit up the middle. Will Drew go for 3? No, he will not, and that will be back-to-back singles. Spartans have 5 hits on the day. Looking to have a 2-out rally. Someone who is definitely due up to get a base hit up to bat right now is number 26, Dan Sullivan. Has been hitting the ball to the warning track all day long. Will it leave the yard? Will he find a patch of grass out there in the outfield? Who knows? Let's find out right here, right now.
All he has to do is find a spot, because with 2 outs, you know that Drew can score.
I think they just need to get one across to keep their confidence up. That's all they need.
Little mound visit for, looks like a bunch of players, including the JV team. It seemed like a lot of people showed up for this visit.
Is that a center field? No, it's a shortstop. Okay.
Just getting everybody straight.
Now, does that count as a mound visit? I don't know if that's part of the rule.
I think somebody actually has to cross the line.
Okay.
At the baseline.
So, huge part of this ball game. Spartans haven't really been able to come up with much this weekend, so one hit, honestly, can change around their weekend. It's only a 1-0 ball game here, folks. McAtee, the pitch to Sullivan. Ball outside. Count 1-0. The Mocs quickly warming up a few pitches in the bullpen just in case this gets out of hand.
Sullivan has taken 2 almost to the warning track. Here it's not. You don't have to get it up in the air. Just got to get it through.
Yep. Nothing too crazy. The pitch from McAtee. Dan hits it hard.
There it is.
Does it drop?
Yep.
It does. Do we have a tie ball game, folks? We do. Runners at the corners. And, folks, you thought the series might be over just by the tell of it beforehand, but now it's 1-1 Tampa, Florida Southern. All tied up. Runners at the corners. Next up, number 0, Jamarcus Lyons.
Spartans were just looking for that timely hitting, and you kind of look down at the dugout, weekend anyway. It feels like we see that they were inspired.
Yeah, it feels like we were all sitting at the DMV and all of a sudden got up, got called, our name was called, so here we are. Tie ball game. Talk about one of the more clutch hitters on this baseball team. Jamarcus Lyons come up to the plate with runners at the corners. Knew Dan was due for a hit. There's a righty warming up in the bullpen for Florida Southern.
Spartans have a righty as well.
First pitch to Lyons. Good breaking ball. Didn't break enough. Count will be 1-0.
Same thing. Don't have to get it up. Just got to get it through. Will easily plate Cumbo.
1-0 pitch.
Good eye.
Just a little high. That was yesterday. Probably been a strike, but different umpire today, so that's a ball. 2-0. McAtee comes set. The pitch to Lyons. Breaks in for a strike. Count goes to 2-1. The 2-1 pitch.
Good.
High. Count will be 3-1. I would have swung at that, Jack.
And you'd have had a strike on you.
And our PA guy just a little bit in front of it. 3-1 count. One ball away from that song playing, but we'll find out what happens right here, right now. Lions fouling it off. Count goes full. Spartans have an opportunity, take the lead. Will they do it? We'll find out. Three-two pitch. Runner is going. Lions. What did the BG say? Staying alive?
Staying alive.
Yeah. My mom will get a kick out of that. It's one of her favorite bands. We'll do it again. 3-2 count. 2 outs. Runners on first and third. Lions looking to be the difference in game one of this doubleheader. The pitch. In the dirt. Bases are loaded, folks. Ducks are on the pond. Will they be unloaded? We'll find out after, I'm assuming, of a pitching change. We'll find out.
That's the pitching coach, so I don't know if they will.
McAtee has been pitching well, but is in a little bit of a jam here, so we'll find out if there's a pitching change. Lorenzo will be at the plate with the bases loaded. Does have, I believe, 1 hit on the day.
I was talking to the guys we told you about, the video crew shooting a documentary. It's not through the NCAA.
Okay.
It's through LG TV, the TV manufacturer.
Okay.
They're coming out with a new 4G TV soon.
Are we going to be on the
Possibly.
Okay.
Possibly. And he's
the commercial, like you see the. Oh, that's awesome.
And they want to produce some documentaries in 4G to put on there.
Cool. That's awesome.
Each school would get a copy to distribute.
Good stuff.
Or post for download.
Bases are loaded. Lorenzo up to the plate. Huge part of this ball game right here, right now. Ball in the dirt, 1-0. A walk will give Tampa the lead. So you always see those commercials and you see like college sports on. That'll be cool to see the Spartans on that.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 count. Bases loaded. The pitch. Lorenzo sharply hits it. Foul. Over near the arm bun for Florida Southern. One of the deadliest relievers in all of college baseball. Nevertheless, Division II up in the bullpen for the Spartans. Braden Nelson, I believe, has the ERA below 1 on the year. So, be interesting to see if he comes out in the top of the 7th. But for now, bases loaded. Lorenzo looking ready to hit. 0-2 pitch.
Good eye.
Ball outside. You can say what you want about the Spartans team, but they do have a lot of patience, and they have a good eye at the plate. One-two count. McAtee comes set. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Bases will be left loaded, but the Spartans do tie this game up here in the bottom of the sixth. We head to the top of the seventh. Tampa.
There is something electrifying about a vibrant community of learning. Providing new knowledge, reimagining teaching and learning, designing and reinventing the spaces where we learn, live, and work, attracting and inspiring the best students and faculty, engaging locally and globally. These are essential to creating tomorrow for UT and our world. A campaign causes us to state what we stand for. It propels us to envision the future and work diligently in new and exciting ways. It inspires supporters to believe in the long-term value of campaign priorities. It impacts the world we inhabit today while we're creating tomorrow.
We are deeply grateful that so many of you stand with us. Together, we are developing UT as a model metropolitan community of learning.
We are pleased you enjoy the satisfaction of investing in the lives of students. Your heartfelt commitment makes for an electrifying connection among all of us.
Creating Tomorrow has been a campaign committed to advancing UT's mission and vision for the future. Our focus, the people, places, and purpose of the university, has transformed the UT educational experience and created a legacy of excellence.
We are where we are today, one of the most exciting times in UT history, because you accepted our challenge. You have helped us transform UT from a local treasure with potential to a prominent national figure on the educational scene.
On behalf of our campaign leadership team, we thank you for making so much possible. Because you care.
Welcome back to Tampa here in the top of the seventh. I did my job. Tampa tied it up 1-1. Florida Southern will come up to bat, and there will be a Mr. Empanada call to the bullpen. Jack?
All right, Braden Nelson coming in. He's been the Spartans closer all year. This is his 17th appearance of the year. He actually has a 4-1 record. All his appearances have been in relief. 40 and a third innings pitched, 31 hits, 9 runs, only 4 of them earned, 10 walks, 41 strikeouts, and a point. That's right, .89 ERA, under 1. First batter he's going to face is Kennedy, the DH. Ground ball. Nunez, 1 up, 1 down on 1 pitch. Spartans did something last inning they haven't done in 14 innings this weekend, and that is score a run. McGuire will come up. Spartans making some fielding changes. McAllister Jorgensen coming in at second base. Jamarcus Lyons goes to third, so he will replace Lorenzo. First pitch to McGuire. Ball 1. Brand new ball game, though, as we go to the 7th, 1-1. Strike call, outside corner.
Momentum shifting, you could feel it.
Ball, base hit. Good bit of hitting there for McGuire, and they get a 1-out base runner. Just the 4th hit of the game for Florida Southern. First off Braden Nelson.
The batter is the catcher, Julio Cortez.
Number 9 hitter Cortez now to the plate. He has grounded out twice today, once to first, once to short. Just missing. Nelson fires. Base hit. That should send McGuire to third. He rounds second, cruises into third standing. So back-to-back base hits with one out. Put runners on the corners in a 1-1 ball game here in the seventh.
So, obviously, we like the double play here. Trying to figure out, do you pitch for the strikeout or do you try to pitch some off-speed and try to go for a double play here? That, I don't know.
More or less depends on the batter. It's the top of the order, Chevalier, who's a good contact hitter. So maybe you play for the 6-4-3. Drew Earhart got some signs from the dugout now telling the fielders how they want to handle things. An infielder will have to make a decision on a ground ball. Do you have time to go to second and get the force? If not, do you go home, try to get the tag of the lead runner? First pitch, a strike.
Spartans are starting to hit, so with the way things have been going, it may be, I don't know. It's like if a Lion gets the ball, do you go for two or do you go for a play at the plate? I don't know.
Depends on how quickly it gets there, I would think. Swing and a miss.
All right.
Goes up 0-2. Pitch from Nelson to Chevalier. Swing and a miss. He went after a way outside pitch. Gets the strikeout, 2 down. Big strikeout for Braden Nelson.
Huge strikeout. That Law and Order theme song is going to be in the nightmares of some of these batters, but huge strikeout there by Nelson.
Brings Nick Wells to the plate.
Thanks, man.
Wells has flown out twice, walked his last at bat. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Just a little low. One 0. 2-0.
Now, if you're Florida Southern and you see Wells go down in the count here, do you try to get a little pickle going on at second and score a run?
I would say no.
Yeah.
I'm not the coach. Fouled off. 2 balls, 1 strike. Wells shakes the bat. Nelson pitches. Ground ball. Gets through. Florida Southern will take the lead as McGuire touches home plate. 2-1 to Mox. Just got under the glove of Jamarcus Lyons. And Florida Southern regains the lead here in the 7th.
Not ideal if you're a Spartans fan, but they have been hitting, so. Score says 3-1 on the scoreboard. It's 2-1, right?
2-1.
Yeah, okay.
It's only 1 run this inning. There they go.
Cool. Perfect. And the hit column are all tied up. 6-6.
Now runners at first and second with 2 out. Hunter at the plate. Swing and a miss. So the Spartans will have to make another comeback in this game. Sailing out of play. Sullivan gives chase, but it's up on the screen. Foul.
I want to give a quick update. We have a little bit of pause. Tampa softball won 1-0 against Florida Southern. So they take the series against Florida Southern, but I'm assuming there will be game 3 either being played right now or coming up.
Nelson sets. Ground ball. And the force. Nunez to Jorgensen. Spartans get out of the inning, but the Mocs pick up a run and regain the lead 2-1. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Florida Southern 2, Tampa 1 on TampaSpartans.tv. Or 2 saves, I should say. 26 in a third innings pitched, giving up 26 hits, 13 runs, all earned. Walked 6, struck out 23, so a nice 4-to-1 ratio there. Giving up a couple doubles, 3 home runs, and an ERA of 4.44. His first batter will be Luke Glancy. Spartans now trailing again, this time 2-1, and we'll have to bounce back here in the late innings. Glancy sees one inside. And that one's hit fairly deep toward the wall, way back, and caught up against the fence. Glancy gave it as much of a ride as he could. Hunter caught it and immediately bumped up against the fence, so it was deep, but just not deep enough.
So, word around campus, women's lacrosse, ranked 13th in the nation, beats 17th ranked Lynn by a score of 14-9. Or
is that the word on campus, or
that's
is that
the
official?
word on campus? I don't believe it's official yet. Someone told me that.
Okay.
And then the men's team won by a score, I believe, 19-16. So
Nunez at the plate.
The women's lacrosse is the word around campus. Can't get a final up on here yet, so we'll find out and we'll let you know.
So Glancy hit it about as far as he could without leaving the park. Nunez will now see if he can get on base.
I think that's the key to the Spartans when they're having a struggle hitting. It's just getting into the bullpen and trying to see new pitching.
Ball high. Both Moccasin starters this weekend pitched extremely well, limiting the Spartans to just 1 run in 15 innings. A little bit low. 3-1 now. And the pitch. Way outside, a base runner for the Spartans. A walk to Anthony Nunez, and we'll get Cadenas to the plate. Might be a pinch hitter. I think it's John Malcolm coming to the plate. It is John Malcolm. He's got some pop in his bat. Malcolm, a sophomore. This will be his 51st at bat of the year. Comes in with a .280 average. Couple home runs to his credit. Left. Let's see if Joe Urso tries to create something and send Nunez. They will hold him on. That's LaCorey at first. Malcolm, the lefty, waits. Looks at a pitch, ball.
Trying to figure out where the wind's going. Malcolm definitely has the power to hit it. He's hit an oppo home run as a lefty, so.
It's coming out of the east again, blowing over the left field wall, so if Malcolm gets it in the air. One and one here in the 7th.
Spartans doing real well today with 2 outs, 4 for 9, so hoping to continue that right here.
Malcolm goes upstairs looking for that one, swings and misses. He's now down 1 ball, 2 strikes. Malcolm steps out. And the pitch.
Good eye.
Outside, 2-2. Out of the stretch. Nunez on. Whoa, that's a base hit. That'll get through. Nunez is going to have to stay. No, he's going to go. Here's the throw. And I think he's safe. Yes, he is. Just slid around. Fortunately for Tampa, the ball, the relay was pretty close, but it was thrown inside the bag. Nunez slid outside the bag and got his hand in. And a pinch runner coming in for Malcolm immediately. J.D. Urso. J.D. has been out after breaking a bone in his hand. His left hand had surgery on it.
Talking about being risky, I think both of us were shocked when we saw Nunez rounding second.
I was, yeah.
But that may be the difference in today's ballgame.
It paid off, yeah. As they said, the throw just inside the bag, and Nunez slid outside the bag. Leadoff hitter Jordan Lala at the plate with 1 out. Florida Southern now in the same predicament Tampa was last inning. What do you do on a ground ball? Do you try to turn 2? It all depends on where the ball's hit and how hard it's hit.
Oh.
Way outside. Good stop by Cortez. Spartan dugout. Encouraging wild pitch if they can get it.
Oh, it's 1. It's wrong. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It said 2 on the scoreboard. Sorry.
The pitch. Lala, check swing. Ball high, 2-0. Last time the Spartans had a situation like this, they scored to tie the game. Now they want to score to tie the game again. Lala with a 2-0 pitch. 3-0.
All they need is a fly ball. Last thing he needs a double play, so see what happens.
3-0. I'm assuming Lala will take all the way here. Take the pass if you can get it. At this point, Camargue hasn't been that close to Lala. And he gets that one in, 3-1.
It's always that 3-0 pitch you want to swing at.
But you know they're going to groove it.
Yeah.
But you got to be the team player.
No, of course.
3-1 pitch coming up. Lala fouls it off. It's now 3-2. Little late inning drama here in the Tampa Florida Southern baseball game. 2-1, FSU up.
Choke up, make contact. About all you can do.
1 out, 2 on. Here's the pitch. Runner on first goes.
Yes.
Slaps it through. The Spartans
Let's go.
tie it up. Scoring from third is Nunez. Heading to third, sliding in safely is J.D. Urso. Heads up running by J.D. Not hit that far into the outfield, but he just turned the corner fast. So the Spartans now again with runners at first and third. 1 out. Drew Earhart to the plate and a tie ball game.
Man, I was nervous when J.D. just slid into third, but nonetheless, Lala clutch hitting all year for the Spartans.
Again, aggressive base running by Tampa. First Nunez got to third on a close play, and then Urso heads up play, and Earhart tried to bunt. I don't know if that was a trying to squeeze or not. He tried to go down first base line, and I think had it gotten down, it'd be a 3-2 game.
If they throw him a fastball, and if he wants to bunt, push it towards the second baseman, make the pitcher contort his body. First baseman's already holding the runner, so it makes sense why you'd want to do that.
Gets it down, pops it up again, and just falls out of the reach of LaCorey.
The idea is there. Do you do it again with 0-2?
No.
You can hit. So.
Nope. Though I would send Lala. So you'd hate to have a
double
strikeout throwout.
I think it's worth the risk. Because on the off chance they do throw down.
It's a tie game, so the risk is that it's still tied.
Yeah, true.
It's not that you would run yourself out of it, but we'll see. Joe Urso's been here for 30 years for a reason.
This is true.
0-2 to Drew. Inside, there goes Lala. So I did have Joe Urso's
okay, all right. There you go.
Set going there.
Let's go.
Now you take away the force, and a base hit brings in 2 potentially. Lala, the kind of guy who could steal the base, so it was a good move to get him going. 1 and 2 now to Drew.
Man in many hats. Up to the plate.
Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. They're going to have to go to first. Runners not able to advance. That one, Drew went fishing for that one, unfortunately. Cumbo to the plate to see if he can give Tampa the lead. Cumbo already with 2 hits, the last 2 at-bats. A couple singles, 1 more would give the Spartans more than likely a 4-2 lead. Just want to get at least 1 in here. And they're intentionally walking Cumbo. to get to Dan Sullivan, loading the bases, force at every base. Dan Sullivan coming to the plate.
That's I mean, you're not in a good spot when you have to walk someone to get to Dan Sullivan, but they have got him out a couple times, so maybe they think they can bank on that.
Well, it's not. I think it's not that they're disrespecting Dan. They just want to force at every base.
True. That makes sense, too.
That way, even if you come home, you just have to step on the base. You don't have to tag the runner. Pitch to Sullivan inside.
The issue is Dan is the leading home run hitter on this Spartans team, so
his goal now, just get a hit.
Yeah.
Bases full, 2 outs, a 2-2 game, bottom of the 7th. Sullivan at the plate with an 1-0 count. Swing and a miss, 1-1. J.D. Urso 90 feet away. Lala at second, Cumbo at first. Camarig sets to Sullivan. Fouled off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sullivan back in the box. 1-2 count.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to get.
I agree.
The player in me came out there. That was close.
Tough pitch to look at, but it's 2-2.
Now it's a close one.
The pitch. Sullivan ground ball out to second, fielded cleanly.
Wow, works out.
And Barry gets the out. Spartans tie it though, picking up a couple hits, 1 run. It's now 2-2 as we head to the 8th right here on TampaSpartans.tv.
This is the University of Tampa. UT students travel from across the nation and around the globe to join a dynamic learning community. There are 150 academic programs, continuing studies for non-traditional students, and a highly ranked graduate school. Academic opportunities are extensive and rigorous, but this mid-sized residential campus retains a welcoming feel. With a student-faculty ratio of 16-1, students benefit from direct interaction with expert faculty, a faculty that is passionate about teaching and mentoring. Outside the classroom, UT enjoys a unique environment. Plant Hall, a National Historic Landmark, is surrounded by modern and historic buildings on 105 acres. UT's beautiful downtown riverfront setting offers a gateway to the heart of a vibrant city. Students are within walking distance of jobs and internships, and the recreational opportunities are endless, both off campus and on campus. Students live in upscale residences.
All right. Good.
And we head to the bottom of the 8th, or top of the 8th, I should say, and leading off will be LaCorey. Again, a brand new game, now 2-2 after 7. Florida Southern scoring 1 in the 4th. Spartans answered with 1 in the 6th. Florida Southern answered with 1 in the 7th, and the Spartans tie it up in the bottom of the 7th, and that's where we stand. LaCorey looking at a ball from Braden Nelson. LaCorey, a strikeout, a fielder's choice, and a ground out today. Big shift for him, 3 players, and he still rips it through the infield. 3 players on the first base side, and he found that hole anyway.
When you can hit into a 3-person shift on the right side, that's, you know, you can hit well.
He rocketed that ball through. So a leadoff base hit. Brings Barry to the plate. Throw over. LaCorey back. Puts the bunt down. It's going to move the runner. Throw over to first in time, and a runner goes to scoring position. That's LaCorey.
I wonder if they'll do it again. I'd be interesting to see.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. Both coaches have kind of admitted this series, you got to get runs any way you can.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a hit parade in this game.
Key player of the game so far for me is John Malcolm, coming in with a huge hit that hopefully doesn't get overlooked if this game goes Spartans' way.
Malcolm's hit tied this game at 1. Big pinch hit roll. There's a base hit. It may be a 3-2 game. It is. Florida Southern counters the Spartans' move and takes a 3-2 lead.
Didn't know we were playing ping pong today.
By the way,
sticking with baseball.
J.D. Urso has gone in at shortstop. The injury to his hand is to his non-throwing hand. Nunez then goes to third, and Jamarcus Lyons into left field. Lala moves to center, and Cadenas out of the lineup. Swing and a miss. Kennedy at the plate. 3-2 as Florida Southern with a rebuttal every time the Spartans have tied it. Check swing, called strike. Kind of shows the frustration of not getting runners across
with the bases
after
loaded,
tying it up. Bases loaded. Granted, 2 outs, but ball low.
And this game's not the perfect example because it's a close game, but that's why when the unwritten rules come into handy, you need as much runs as you can. Anyone can come back at any time, so that's at least my stance on the matter.
That looked good, but no. Yeah, it is a strike 3 call.
The shortstop, Brady McGuire.
McGuire now coming to the plate, number 8 hitter in the lineup. Grounded out to second twice. Got a base hit and scored in the 7th. Strike call. A 1 pitch. A little bit high. McGuire, the lefty, back in. Short lead at first for DeSantolo. Nice stop by Earhart. And the pitch. Line shot. J.D. Urso climbs the ladder, makes the play. Florida Southern does come back and pick up a run to take the lead. And we have played 7.5, and it's the Moccasins 3, Tampa 2 on TampaSpartans.tv. Bottom of the 8th, Jamarcus Lyons coming to the plate. He has been a man for all positions today. Started the game at second, moved to third. Just finished an inning in left field. His job now, though, is to get a base hit. Camarig on the mound. Bounces one. McAllister Jorgensen on deck. He'll get his first at-bat of this game. Strike.
You know what? That whole inning I thought you kept saying camera rig, and I didn't think through.
Foul down the line, giving chase, and it hits up on the screen, foul.
Huh.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Lions. Playing deep, way back on the bags, on the corner. And the pitch. A little bit low, 2-2. A little bit low. We've gone full. 3-2. Full count to the leadoff hitter, Jamarcus Lyons, here in the bottom of the 8th. The pitch. Ball high and a leadoff walk, so that means the Spartans will tie the game this inning.
Well, you know what it means when they lead off an inning with a walk.
They score. They score. 110% of the time,
sure.
According to the stats.
Florida Southern fans not happy with it, but nonetheless, runner on first.
McAllister Jorgensen went in at second base last inning. Shows bunt, but gets it foul, though.
So the importance of bunting comes in these situations.
I'm sure Joe will have him put one more down. They are playing in. Third baseman even with the bag. First baseman holding Lyons on. But I think the third baseman's going to creep in. Jorgensen shows bunt. Gets it down. It's going to move the runner. An excellent bunt. The throw. And nobody on third, so here's the throw.
Throws it home.
Going to score him. He's going to score. Lyons stands up. It's a 3-3 game.
This is Sparta, ladies and gentlemen. I was not prepared for that, Jack.
Heads up. Base running by Jamarcus Lyons. Third baseman came all the way in to try to field the bunt. The catcher fielded it right in front of the third baseman. Lyons rounded second. Notice nobody was on third after the third baseman vacated it, so he started steaming his way. Shortstop tried to chase him down. The throw, kind of like a pass from a quarterback, just out of the reach of the extended arms. Went all the way foul and scored Lyons. It's now 3-3, and Luke Glancy at the plate.
And that's why you learn to bunt, young Spartans fans. That's the key reason right there. Also, you had an advantage there to mention any quarterback you disliked right there. I respect you for not doing so.
I was going to say Brady or anything, but no, he didn't overthrow too many people.
No.
But it was just kind of like a quarterback trying to hit a guy on a pattern. He was trying to lead the shortstop to the base, and he just threw it out of his reach. Glancy looks at a strike, 1-1, but we're back tied, 1 out. Nice bunt by Jorgensen. And I think that what happened there that worked so well is the bunt wasn't hit that far out there. Popped up, they'll have a play. Shortstop, McGuire waits on the dirt, makes the catch.
Just a game of ping pong, ladies and gentlemen, just back and forth. The good news, if you're a Spartans fan, Spartans will get the last at bat, so.
One thing the Spartans have not done is they've tied it 3 times, but they have not taken the lead and put Florida Southern on the defensive. I can tell you it's much easier playing knowing that you're at bat and the game's still tied.
Yeah.
Versus knowing if you don't get a hit,
could be it.
You're running out of outs. Nunez. Camarig on the mound. He fires. Nunez fouls it off.
Really like to see Nunez get on base here so we can see J.D. Urso make his return.
Oh-2 pitch. Nunez waits. Here it comes. Fouls it off. Oh-2 again. 1-2.
Oh,
just outside, 2-2. Interesting, I was just watching Joe Urso, third base coach, flashing signs over to Jose Jimenez. Swing and a miss. Ends the inning, and we'll head to the ninth, folks. Tampa, though, ties it up with a run and a hit. They don't leave anybody. It's 3-3. We head to the top of the ninth right here on TampaSpartans.tv.
I am an NCAA student athlete.
And I pledge to be a champion of unity
on my team, on my campus, and in my community.
I pledge to embrace differences and strive for inclusion and collaboration.
I pledge to stand against racism, hate, and discrimination.
I pledge to strive for love, care, and forgiveness.
I pledge to stand against silence, deceit, and obscurity.
I pledge to strive for dialogue, truth, and understanding.
I pledge to stand against fear and doubt.
I pledge to strive for trust and belief in one another.
I pledge to stand against complacency and stagnancy.
I pledge to strive for change and growth.
I commit to supporting my fellow student athletes in all circumstances that impact them.
I commit to both choosing unity personally and encouraging it for all.
I pledge these things because we are stronger together.
United as one.
Really made at the younger levels, bunting.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is...
Top of the ninth. Now a 3-3 game, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Cortez, number 9 hitter, will lead off against Braden Nelson. Nelson's given up 2 runs. 1 run in each of the 2 innings he's pitched. Needs to try to get out of an inning unblemished. Let the Spartans try to win it in the bottom of the ninth. First pitch to Cortez. Strike call. Good curveball.
Got some pollen up in the booth. Apologies.
That looked good. It is. Quickly ahead 0-2. On deck, Chevalier, the leadoff hitter, followed by Wells. Oh-2 in the dirt. First game of a doubleheader. Second game will be approximately 30 minutes after this one. They always say 4. That won't happen. Ground ball. McAllister Jorgensen on a nice hop and 1 down. Boy, you got to love seeing that nice hop.
Yeah.
Instead of it hugging the ground.
That's what I'm saying. That turf next year, it's going to be a lot more nicer hop.
Perfect, yeah. For the most part, just perfect ground balls.
Yeah. The ones are the ones that bloop out in outfield. That's the worrisome part, but that will remain to be seen.
Chevalier, the leadoff hitter.
Good pitch. It's not a strike, but good pitch.
One-zero pitch, nobody on. Pop foul, out of play. Nelson with a long look now, gets set and fires. A little bit low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Top of the ninth, 3-3. Tampa and Florida Southern. Florida Southern scores, Spartans answer. Florida Southern scores, the Spartans answer. And Florida Southern scores and the Spartan answers. Swinging a foul ball. I think the umpire might have got clipped a little on that one. So 2-2 pitch coming up to Cortez, or Chevalier. Here it is. Looks good. Strike 3. Call. 2 outs. I was thinking Chevalier was due because he's a 360 or so hitter, but he goes 0 for 5 in this game. Brings Wells to the plate. He has 1 hit and a walk and 2 flyouts. Spartans will send up Urso Lala Earhard. That's 9-1-2, though Urso is about a 350 hitter on the year. Just has been out. This will be his first at-bat in a couple weeks.
Yeah. And looks like they're going to, well, unless they're warming someone up for, if it goes extras, looks like we're going to have a new pitcher.
One ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss.
Nice.
1-2.
Nelson really settling in here.
One-two pitch. 2 outs. Swing and a miss.
Let's go.
3 down. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth, folks. And for the first time today, the Spartans will get a chance to bat with a tie game. They can win it in the ninth. 3-3 is the score. You're on TampaSpartans.tv.
There is something electrifying about a vibrant community of learning. Providing new knowledge, reimagining teaching and learning, designing and reinventing the spaces where we learn, live, and work, attracting and inspiring the best students and faculty, engaging locally and globally. These are essential to creating tomorrow for UT and our world. A campaign causes us to state what we stand for. It propels us to envision the future and work diligently in new and exciting ways. It inspires supporters to believe in the long-term value of campaign priorities. It impacts the world we inhabit today while we're creating tomorrow.
We are deeply grateful that so many of you stand with us. Together, we are developing UT as a model metropolitan community of learning.
We are pleased you enjoy the satisfaction of investing in the lives of students. Your heartfelt commitment makes for an electrifying connection among all of us.
Creating tomorrow
has been a campaign committed to advancing UT's mission and vision for the future. Our focus, the people, places, and purpose of the university, has transformed the UT educational experience and created a legacy of excellence.
We are where we are today, one of the most exciting times in UT history, because you accepted our challenge. You have helped us transform UT from a local treasure with potential to a prominent national figure on the educational scene.
On behalf of our campaign leadership team, we thank you for making so much possible. Because you care, because you believe, UT's future possibilities are unlimited.
At the heart of our university are its people, our students, faculty, and staff who come from around the world and from different backgrounds to share a singular experience. Our primary concern is making UT accessible to deserving students, and then ensuring their academic progress, personal development, and career readiness. Your support ensures that a UT education remains within...
Bottom of the ninth we go. Tied up 3-3. New pitcher for Florida Southern. Christian Suarez coming in. He is a grad student from Tampa, Florida. Started his career at Stetson University. Adam Hunt coming in to pinch hit for the Spartans in place of J.D. Urso. Suarez on the year. This is he's got a 1-0 record. This is his 12th appearance. No wins, losses, or saves. 14 2/3 innings, 17 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 12 walks, 14 strikeouts. Sitting with an ERA of 3.07, Adam Hunt to the plate. Hunt, a 182 hitter on the year. First pitch is a ball. Spartans trying to walk off the second game of the series here, the first game of the day. Hunt looks at a strike, 1-1. Spartans have scored in the 6th, 7th, and 8th solo runs in each. Each time coming back to tie the game. Hunt, a little grounder out towards second base. Barry fields it, tosses one down. Jordan Lala striding to the plate. But the fact that Hunt pinch hit for Urso indicates JD's just not ready to swing a bat yet.
I also think in this crucial of a situation, they'd rather him get at bats in a little bit less of a situation.
If we go to extras, we will have a new shortstop.
Sure. How many shortstop have we seen today? 3? Or 2?
Lala shows bunt. I think just 2. Nunez and then Urso. Lala, no bunt there, and looks at a ball, 1-1.
Oh,
looks at a nice off-speed pitch, called strike, 1-2. Lala, base hit RBI his last at bat, also stole second. Ball low, 2-2. Ball 3, full count. Drew Earhart on deck. Suarez fires. Ball 4, Spartans get the winning run, trotting down to first.
That will be walk number, I believe, 29 for Lala on the year.
Far and away the leading walk getter on the team. That is 29.
Yep.
Earhart's got 19. He's next. And he is at the plate. Couple hits today.
Oh, he's going. That's risky. I like it.
He wants to win it in 9.
You got to steal it sometimes.
Lala's the guy who could do it. He's got 9 stolen bases in 10 attempts.
Coach Urso just trying to get in the head of Suarez here.
I wouldn't doubt he goes again here. Not afraid to get a decent lead. Not too far. And the 0-1 to Drew. There he goes again. They're going to throw it down. He's going to be in easily. He may go to third. He's going to make it. He's going to come in standing up, and the winning run now 90 feet away. The throw was to the first base side of the bag and got away from the second baseman. It went all the way into the outfield, and Lala gets the stolen base and a throwing error, and that's a couple times that's happened to him. Spartans got back into this game 3-3 on a stolen base with Jamarcus Lyons, and he ended up scoring. Earhart now, and he's going to try to steal home. There's the bunt. Spartans win.
Spartans win. Let's go. Bunting matters, folks. Bunting matters.
Puts down. Lala was running on the pitch, and the Spartans rally to win this one. 4-3 is the final, and you can see the Spartans racing out.
Bunting matters, folks.
Celebrating with their teammate. Joe Urso pulling out all the tricks to get the win in this one. 4-3. Tampa wins it. Braden Nelson will get the win.
Let's go.
Kamareg gets the loss for Nelson on the year. He is now 5-1 on the season, and Tampa wins it. Tampa now goes to 17-3 in conference play, 33-7 overall. Florida Southern now 25-17, 16-7 on the season. We've got another game coming up in probably 30 to 45 minutes, so stay with us. Tampa wins it. The line score, Tampa 4 runs, 9 hits, no errors. Florida Southern 3 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. Nightcap coming up. Stay with us. You've been watching on TampaSpartans.tv.